guys, me again. I happened to see an old video of Japanese today where he played a game where he's completely isolated in like a jail cell, and it got me thinking of what I've been through in the 33 years I've been alive, and I'm going at 34 as of the 28th of next month, and I've had a lot of hardship, and so I thought I would do a draw my life, but I stink at drawing, and that I went ahead and already drew some of the pictures that I kind of need for this, but not all of them, because I'll just explain. But and I do have to hold up a sheet of paper. I had to do them in the hard because I have one of those little erase boards with the marker and stuff. So I had to draw this by hand, and I'm sorry if you can barely see this because my pencil had literally hardly anything to it. But anyway, okay, as of the 28th of August, as I said, I was born in the hospital with FOH. I weighed 9 pounds. I was actually a month late. And I was born into a family with my dad. My dad's name is, my dad, and my mom. My dad was married previously, which that's why I put half sister, because I do have a half sister. And then of course there's my brother, but she's a year older than me. And then there's myself. And when I took him home, we lived in the countryside. That's where this came from. We lived in the countryside, and I actually like being out in the country. My dad was a plumber. He worked for a union as well, which that means he got laid off a lot. My mom had worked as a waitress when my dad was laid off. And my sister, my half-sister, she would watch me and my brother, same with my dad, until we were old enough to go to school. Person I never saw much was my mother in my life. And that's because she was constantly working. I came from a very, very poor family. We barely had money to get by. I mean, sometimes we went out without Christmas and stuff. And my sister, of course, had to watch me and my brother as my dad. So I actually were really close to my dad more than I did my mom. But the thing is, me and my dad get into constant fights when I grew old. But I'll get back to that in a second. Okay, next slide. Okay, I'll just show you the top of this one for right now, because I'll tell you about the next drawing at the bottom. Okay, I was 5 years old now, and this is like a small illustration. My cousin lived right next to me and my family. One day got so drunk that, because he was like 16 or 17 at the time, I don't even remember his age, but he thought, and of course it's going to be hard for me, so if I start crying throughout this, please forgive me, I don't mean to. But he thought it would be fun to grab his 5-year-old cousin and rape her. And that was me. Okay, now, technically I'm kind of fast forwarding about 6 months. My mom had no idea. But 6 months went by of me constantly going over, and the reason why this is reading, I will kill your family, when I say no, is because he used to threaten me if I didn't do what he said. So, but anyway, fast forward to 6 months. And the reason why this is like this, because this is my mother. 6 months into this, I was at my cousin's. We were having a big cookout, like we always did. And bad thing is, my mother caught us. That's when it all ended. But my mom was extremely mad about this. So that's why she looks the way she does. But for 6 months, I had to endure this. Okay. Next drawing. Okay. Now, throughout my whole entire schooling, I was bullied. Throughout elementary, kindergarten, elementary, middle school, high school, I was bullied. Because since I came from a really poor family and stuff, they, I had to wear my sister's hand-downs, so I never was really dressed up or looking nice. So everyone was calling me out of style when I was really little. I had this really high pitched voice, the nickname of Squeakers, because I squeaked like a mouse. Yeah. And it just wound up really getting me down. I didn't do too many drawings because the rest of the time I'll just speak if I can. But after school, I did graduate from high school. I did, which I graduated number 34 in my class of 2001. Which that made me happy. But as I grew older, I'm not going to draw anymore. At the age of 20, I think that was, my brother had gotten himself a wife at that time because she was pregnant, I believe. She was pregnant with my nephew, Nathan. But his full name is Walter Nathan. But anyway, one day they came in yelling, screaming at me for literally no reason. And I still have the mark, but I did try to take my own life because I just couldn't take it anymore. Because out of the 3 siblings, well, I am the youngest. My brother's a year older than me, as I said, and my sister's the oldest. But okay, out of all 3 of us, my sister had my dad's attention. My brother had my mother's, and I had no one. My dad always gave in to my sister a lot, because most of the time it was because he felt guilty for what happened to her when she was little, But I won't get into that because this is not my story. And as for my brother, there's nothing wrong with him, unlike me, that I have a learning disability. And it made my mom super protective of me to where things just, and I felt trapped and isolated because she wouldn't let me try anything that I wanted to try. She like, oh, you hurt yourself, blah 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 blah. And there's a lot of things that I wanted to try, but she just won't let me. Let's see, what else is there? But out of the three of us, I felt like kind of like the outsider of the family, because it was just me. I did start eventually playing video games. The first system I actually had, which me and my brother both got Game Boys one day for Christmas, and we had the old Super Mario on it. That's the one we got, and it was the really big one. That was the first game I ever got. The next thing I got was, because my brother had actually gotten the PlayStation 1 for Christmas one year, but then he got the PlayStation 2. He gave me his old PlayStation 1, which my mom and dad got me the Final Fantasy 8 game for that version, for that console. I loved it. I actually love like the Final Fantasy world. It's my ultimate favorite things. I haven't tried any of the new Final Fantasy games, but the Final Fantasy 8 was my personal favorite. I've been wanting to try those other games, but I don't have the consoles I need for them. But that's the only way for me to escape. When I got a computer, my mom eventually got 2 desktops in my life, and I was on that a lot, but I didn't have anything like I do now, like I have 3D, two 3D different things like one's called Perfect World International, but you type also in a thing called Ace, I call it Acer, but it's Eric. I think it's called Eric, but it's ARC anyway. And you can download any Perfect World game, which I've made a lot. Like if you're like a Star Trek fan, definitely look them up because they got a game called Star Trek Online, and you actually, you need a really, really strong computer to play that game, because the graphic in it is so high that it's very hard to play it on something like my computer is. So you need a really strong graphics card. But no, if you want to see some cool Star Trek games, definitely look them up. Because you can make your own 3D character, and you're an ensign, then you turn into a captain, you get your own ship, you can design your own ship, you can, it can be whatever you want, any type of race you want, and that's one thing I like about it. I can't play it, it's way too high for me to play on my type of computer. another thing is well, anyway, and when I got myself wrapped up in gaming, that's when everything, all my cares and stuff just go completely away. And it's hard. It's very hard for me to also keep a smile. There is another thing that I forgot, which is my dad is 70. Well, he actually just turned 72 in April. But the thing I didn't like was that me and my dad, all we did was fight. That's all we did was fight. And this wasn't just once every little bit. This was an everyday thing. Every day. Just me and my dad. Just me and my dad fighting. It was every day. And this is what always hurt me the most. And if my mom wants this, I'm sorry, but I gotta get this off my chest because I never thought I could feel anything from anybody. I felt no love, no nothing. But anyway, and this is what hurt me the most. After my mom found out that me and my dad had gotten into a fight again, she would get into a fight with my dad, and this is after my brother and sister-in-law were married. They'd moved out for a while, but they kept on moving back home. And they owed my dad $3,700. And my mom would use that all the time to get out of the fight with my dad. And I would wind up crying myself to sleep a lot. And that's because my room was right next to theirs. My room was right next to theirs. I heard her say that give Matt and Amanda, which that's my brother's real name, Matt. I didn't want to actually add in their names, but I actually call him Matt for short. But anyway, she used to say that you give Matt and Amanda $4,700, but yet and she actually said this, but you bitch at Crystal, which that is my real name. And that's actually the name on my YouTube channel. Well, not my full real name, but it is actually my real name, my first and last. It's my real name. She used to say, but you bitch at Crystal for asking you for $5, which most of the time he did. He would give in to Matt, Amanda, and feed my sister's habit. Because of what happened to her, she got really addicted to pain medication, and my dad would always give her money to get her pills. And like I sense, mainly because of his